Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Shola's Mentorship Blueprint Podcast, the space where we talk real leadership, the kind that starts from the inside out. I remain your host, Olushola Odubanjo, a registered nurse, chartered manager, and a mentor. Now, this podcast isn't here to impress you with any catch words. This episode is for emerging leaders, the people who feel that pull to do something more, something meaningful, something that changes the game. So maybe you've been waiting for someone to tell you you're ready, waiting for the title, or waiting for the degree, the nod, and the green light. Now, let me tell you loud and clear, stop waiting. You don't need permission to lead. Now, let's get into today's discussion. No one starts fully ready. I'll say that again. No one starts fully ready. We have this assumption and belief that leaders were just born ready, like they woke up one day with confidence, clarity, charisma, and a perfectly created LinkedIn page. Now, let me bust that thought of yours. No one starts fully ready. Not even the founder of your favorite startup. Now, every person you admire, they had a beginning too. They started from somewhere, probably a messy one, very uncertain, unpolished beginning. But here's the difference. They started anyway. They didn't wait for standing ovation to believe in themselves. They didn't wait for a room full of yes before moving a move. Neither should you. Because here's the thing. If you wait for external validation to tell you that you're worthy, now you're going to wait for the rest of your life. There will always be someone who doesn't get it. And that's fine. There will be someone out there who thinks you're dreaming too big, moving too fast, or reaching too far. That's the doubt. That doubt isn't your truth. Let's talk about validation and let's be real. We'll all want that validation. And to bring this home, I want to tell you a story, not of a celebrity or someone with millions of followers, but of someone ordinary who decided to move like she was extraordinary. And that's me. I used to have drafts of ideas, but you know what? It stays on my laptop. I never share them. I will scroll through LinkedIn, comparing myself to polished posts and perfect titles. I usually think, who's going to take me serious? And you know what? That's where many of us get stuck, in the validation trap, waiting for the likes, the shares, the comments, the claps, the retweets. We want our parents, mentors, colleagues to say, yes, this is good. You're doing it right. Now, don't get me wrong. Affirmation is beautiful. External validation is a bonus. However, it becomes a trap when it's the only fuel you're running on. Because when you build your self-worth on applause, my question is, what happens when it goes silent? What happens when your ideas is too new, too bold, too different, and people don't get it? Will you give up? Here's the truth that I want you to understand. Your purpose doesn't need permission. You don't need 1 million followers to make impact. Neither do you need a title to be a leader. And I'll keep on saying this. Leadership, it's not only a role, it's a mindset. Now, someone is actually watching you. Does that come to you as a surprise? While you're busy looking up to others, someone is looking up to you. Yeah, you. Even if you feel like you're still figuring it out, even if you don't have it all together, even if you're doubting yourself, every other day, someone is watching how you move, how you show up, how you keep on going when it's hard. Now, to them, you're actually the blueprint. So I would say lead with integrity. Be honest about the struggle. Be bold about your vision. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with being real. You don't have to have all the answers. All you just need is to be a few steps ahead of where you were yesterday. That's leadership and that's growth. Now, here is what I want to tell you, or what I'll say is, here is what I want you to do. Stop waiting. Start building. Don't wait to be invited to the table. Bring your own table. Build a new room if you have to. Stop waiting for someone to hand you the mic. Build your own platform. That blog that you've got there, write the blog and post it. Start the podcast. Launch the ideas of yours. Speak up in that meeting and stop being silent. Reach out to that mentor. If you've got an event, host that event. Do it even if your voice shakes. Do it even if your first trial flops. And the question is, why should I do that? Because your greatness is in the doing, not the doubting. And every single person who ever made an impact had to push through fear. They pushed through the imposter syndrome, through the silence and uncertainty. So you're not alone. So this is what I want to leave you with. You were not born to stay quiet. Remember that. You were not born to stay small. You were not born to just consume. You were actually born to create. So I'll tell you, this is your time. This is your season. And the world is waiting for what you can bring. So no more waiting for permission. You already have it. I'll tell you, go lead, go build, go shake something out there because you can do it. Now, if this episode spoke to you, kindly share it with someone else you think needs the reminder. Kindly also drop a comment in the comment section and subscribe. Until next episode, stay bold, stay grounded, and remember, you don't need a permission to be great. Till then, bye.